In this video, I'll show you how to link data between sheets in Google Sheets. There are two main ways to do this, and the right one depends on what you mean by between sheets. If both sheets are inside the same Google Sheets file, you can link data with a simple sheet reference. Google says you just type an equals sign, then the sheet name, an exclamation point, and the cell reference. For example, you can type equals sheet 1 exclamation point A1 to show the value from cell A1 on sheet 1 in another sheet. If the sheet name has spaces, use single quotes, like equals single quote sales report, single quote exclamation point B2. So let's start with linking data inside the same spreadsheet. Open your Google Sheet, click the cell where you want the linked result to appear, and enter a formula like equals sheet 1 exclamation point A1. Press enter, and that cell will now display the value from the other sheet. If the original value changes, the linked cell updates automatically. You can also link a range by using formulas across multiple cells, or by referencing a larger area, depending on what you need. Now, if the data is in a completely different Google Sheets file, Google says you need to use the import range function. The format looks like this: equals import range open parenthesis, quote spreadsheet, underscore URL, quote, comma quote, sheet 1 exclamation point, AE1 colon C, 10 quote, close parenthesis. The first part is the source spreadsheet URL, and the second part is the sheet name, plus the range you want to bring in. This is the standard way to connect one spreadsheet file to another. The first time you use import range, you will usually see a #ref exclamation point message asking you to connect the sheets. Google says you need to click Allow Access so the destination sheet can pull data from the source sheet. After you do that once, the connection stays active unless that granted access is later removed. There are also a couple of important things to keep in mind. Google says import range needs an internet connection, it imports the full requested range, and each request is capped at 10 megabytes of received data. It can also be slower if you chain multiple import range formulas across several files, so it is better to keep the imported range as small and focused as possible. So the simple rule is this: if the data is on another tab in the same file, use a direct reference like equals sheet 1 exclamation point 1. If the data is in a different spreadsheet file, use equals import range with the source URL and range, then click Allow Access the first time. Hope the tutorial was helpful. Subscribe to my channel and see you in the next video.